All right. So what's up, guys? Back again on the Greyhound investment page with your what is his favorite advisors, myself and Dalvin Pal. So what's
Hello.
up, Dalvin? How are you?
Good. Feeling much better. I think the first day of December, kind of excited for ending the year on a high.
That's nice.
But also has been quite a bumpy year for many of us in the world. So let's see how we can end
Hopefully,
it
we
lah.
see a brighter 2021 lah.
Yeah,
I mean, if you
definitely.
think about it, we've been living like this since March, so it's not easy. Yeah,
Correct. Correct.
yeah, nearly 9 months now. It's going to be 10 months. So yeah, let's hope that 2021 it's a better year and we get to
Mm,
move from there. Okay, so
correct.
regardless, so today Dalvin shared an article with me, which was rather simple, very very simple, but then when you take it into context of unit trust, right, it becomes so important that you cannot like ignore the fact. So basically, you just shared something with me on the basis of like, hey, look, remember we always talk about inflation. Gardenia just kind of like announced
Yep.
they're going to
Gardenia,
raise some prices between 5 cents to 50 cents,
5 to 20 on
five
some
to
of
twenty
their
cents
some of the
for
products.
some of
Yeah.
their range of their products.
Mm,
And then we were like, hey, this is the perfect example of inflation.
correct.
So
So
So yeah, so that
maybe
was
we can
the
go over
main
it and see
reason of
the
us trying to record this very simple video. So we're just going to try to use that as an example and try to make you understand how inflation works and what do you need to do with your money to avoid your money being eroded by inflation. Yeah.
yes.
So maybe you can tell us a little bit more about the article, Dalvin Paul.
Okay. I don't know where the article is now, but from what I know, the Brits that I buy are not affected lah. So, so I'm still happy with the current price that they said. But there are some bread range like the squiggles, the sambal, ikan bilis, and whatnot, or the kaya, right? So some of the items, the cost price, right, has increased on the Gardenia side. So all the while they have been absorbing the extra cost, but now they say lah that it's
They cannot
getting too
handle it
much,
anymore,
so
lah.
they have to raise the price in order to meet their targets and all that. So which is normal lah. End of the
Normal,
day,
yeah.
they are running a business. They need to meet their profit margins, their targets, and all. So end of the day, consumers to pay more lah. But that is where the topic of inflation comes in, because
Correct.
when basic needs, things that we need, the price rises, that's a good indication that prices are overall inflating. Inflation is on the rise.
Correct, correct. So maybe 2020 inflation might not have been
Very
there,
little actually.
a
Zero
little bit.
point one one this year.
Yeah, mainly because I think of the pandemic, people cannot really afford to hike up prices. So inflation is probably just like stagnantized this year.
Correct.
But in general, before 2020, right? I think it's been going up on an average of 3 to 4% per annum.
Correct. So on average it's about 3 lah.
Yeah,
Last year
that's
it was about 3-ish.
3. Okay,
Mm.
so that is the reality lah. So this year is what 0.01, is it?
0.11. Very marginal lah.
0.11.
10 cent lah, 11 cents.
Nothing much lah.
About 11
Very, I mean,
cents.
but it
No, no,
still
not
went
not
up
11
lah.
cents. 0.1%. Yeah, a bit lah.
Yeah, yeah, very low. So that's actually good in a way because if you are like a FD depositor, then you're not really losing much on your money lah. You're still
Correct.
gaining that 1 odd % on your this thing. But let's just look at a general term, right? three
Mm-hmm.
percent and so if what do you do when your money erodes by 3% each year? Do you still put that money into fixed deposit? Do you still what do you do? Okay,
Mm.
so this is what like this is where unit trust comes in and try to solve this problem for you lah. So at the end of the day, right, when we talk about inflation, we must make sure that our money is placed in how do I say, a
The
fund
stable. Yeah.
or a financial instrument that will give us more than 3%.
Correct.
Otherwise, what's going to happen is our money devalues each year. So very simple is like your $2.50 today. I'm just guessing that the price is 250. Will not
Mm-hmm.
be able to buy you the Gardenia bread tomorrow when the price goes
Yes.
up by say 20 cents. That
Correct.
250 has dropped its value by I don't know a certain amount of percentage. So
Mm.
now you actually need $2 70 cents to purchase the
Yeah.
same item.
And it's not like you can remove one or two slices of the bread, buy the rest of it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah. So
no,
that's the
you have
truth
to
of
buy
it,
the
guys.
whole thing.
So your money suddenly you realize like 250 is not enough anymore, and that just means that your money has devalued. So that's just talking about something very very relatable, gardenia bread that most of us enjoy at home. You know, normally for breakfast, Malaysians we do that roti kaya ke, roti jam ke, butter roti
Correct.
or whatever not we do have it. It's like a staple, in our daily life. So that's increased, guys. That's increased
Yeah.
by between 5 to 20 cents. I'm not sure which ranges, but something has increased. Okay.
Yes. Most of
Now,
it, most of it is because the price range, right? They increase for the items that have a bit more ingredients to manufacture. So like raisins, that
uh,
sambal and all those. So it's not like just the pure bread. Pure bread they still can absorb the cost
absorb
lah.
lah. Maybe
The
they
other
just
things are increasing. It also reminds me back in January or February, or was it end of last year?
uh-huh.
There's this favorite mama stall in Mid Valley lah, near my
Mm,
office, right? So pretty much almost every other day I used to go there. So with 10 ringgit, right, I could get something like a nasi goreng and teh tarik under 10 ringgit. But 2 weeks later, I realized that, why are they charging me like 10.50, and all? So it seems that the price was increased by 30 cents for all fried stuff. So all nasi goreng, so they were like from 6.50, they become like 6.80 and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, now I can't pay my 10, I can't keep my budget of 10 ringgit.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
so
that's the
I
truth, guys.
decided
That is
to,
the truth. Yeah,
yeah, pay more lah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No choice lah. What to do?
Yeah. Either
And
you
then
pay more, or eventually what I did, I was like, 50 cent and teh tarik, it's just too sweet. I'm just going to omit the teh tarik lah. So
get a glass of water lah instead.
get a
That's what
glass of
happens
water.
lah. That's what happens.
Healthier
Yeah,
as well. Correct.
yeah. So I mean, that's what
Yeah.
happens when you don't have something. Yeah, that's
Mm,
bugging
these
me.
are
Sorry.
the basic. Yeah. Normally, when we look at all the essential items, right? When those prices rise, especially when it comes to food lah, vegetables, cooking oil, all this, right? When the moment the price rises, you pretty much, that's an indication that that's the inflation rate that's happening lah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Then that's why government has got also control pricing for certain things like
Correct.
chicken and rice and like the very very important stuff like sugar and stuff like that. So
Mm,
so that's why that prices are capped there. Otherwise, people cannot afford this simple
mm,
basic stuff.
correct.
So yeah, basically what we're trying to say here is you got to go out there, look for financial instruments that will give you more than 3%. And the simplest thing that you could do is bonds, which gives you about 4 to 5% per annum. This year is lingering about 4%, I
Yes.
think. 4%. So next year, hopefully four. And if you're a little bit more, if you have a little longer outlook on things, then you can go for your equity markets, real estate
Mm, yeah.
investment trusts, equity markets in local equity, Chinese, Indian, US equities, Indonesian equities, different equities out there. Um,
Maybe not Indonesian lah.
maybe not.
Maybe
If
not
I mean, we
Yeah.
made a lot of money on Indonesian, but that's
Yeah.
because we know what we were doing. But
I
yeah,
see.
generally, maybe not Indonesia yet. But you never know. You just never know. Okay,
Hmm.
so but like yeah, don't go and buy these funds because I said it out here. Speak to us, and then we'll help you guide and help you buy the funds that you what do you say that we think that's
That we
good for
think
you.
it's good lah. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you suddenly say, hey, Arvin said US and Arvin said Indonesia, and then suddenly you watch this about 2 weeks later and markets changed, and then like and suddenly say, hey, Arvin, I heard you saying this, but then yeah, you didn't talk to me when you were going to buy. So, so yeah,
Well,
please, this is not
this is a
advice. This is just like a general thing that is coming out
disclaimer
of it.
lah.
Yeah, big one.
Big one, yeah.
So,
Disclaimer. Should pop
uh,
it up here if I edit it.
correct. So basically, that's that. With unit trust, we do try to achieve 8% over 10 years. That's the goal. I have with my clients at this point of time, majority of them are doing about 8% per annum. Some are doing more, some are doing a little bit less, but which is absolutely fine because in about 2 to 3 years, people don't even break even in a normal
Yeah.
circumstance. But the fact that my clients are already profiting, I'm very happy. And Dalvin was also my client before
Yeah.
he jumped in as an agent, so he's also profiting.
Thanks for
Uh,
managing my funds, man. So
yeah, so he's
happy to see the
also
numbers now.
happy to see his numbers. And yeah, actually went through all my clients. I spoke to majority, 80% of my clients the last 2 days, just trying to get them. Just end of the year, I just want to tell them like, look, your account is fine, you're making money and things like that. And
Mm-hmm.
it is difficult, but it's important to do.
Mm.
It's
Yep.
really hard to go through what 100 people in about 2 days. So you just got to quickly WhatsApp, try to keep conversations a little bit short, but people
Mm-hmm.
want to talk, people want to chat and stuff like that. So
Normal lah.
uh, we try to address it, but then at the same time we got to kind of like condense it. So yes, guys, so back to that again, inflation is real. You can't avoid it, so it is your responsibility to go out there and find a financial instrument that will give you returns higher than inflation. That's basically what we're here to talk about today. Okay,
All right.
so I don't have anything else to say unless Dalvin has
Nah. If you don't want Gardenia, buy Massimo lah. Maybe those
they'll
are
probably increase
cheaper ones.
also next year.
Well, buy the cheaper ones for now then.
But sometimes I think you go to the Aeon or what, they have like brandless bread as well.
Yeah.
So you can buy that lah.
Yeah lah, yeah lah. I mean,
But sometimes you do pay.
if you're really frugal with your money, then maybe you go for the cheapest one on the
Yeah,
shelf lah.
yeah. I mean, which is I don't know. I think
I mean,
sometimes
it's
depending on the
okay.
product, certain things are okay. Like I don't know, some salt or stuff like that. You can just go with generic brands instead of like
Yep,
this
branded
is my
ones.
opinion
Right.
anyway. Yeah, so that's that, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the session. Hope we've shed some light here. And like I said, we
Yep.
were just wanted to discuss something very simple and just kind of like bring
Yeah, have a bit
inflation
of fun lah.
in relevance to reality lah. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay,
All right.
so I'm done.
Yep, sure. So let's end it off by a bit of a shout out to everyone in Greyhound. Thanks for joining us on an amazing journey, and to our viewers, do follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So this content will be going on probably in most of these channels from time to time. So do follow us and keep yourself up to date. If you have any questions, you can definitely post it in the comment sections or the chat section or whatever it is in your relevant platform. Or you
Yeah,
can even
correct.
call us directly. So we'll be there for you, except when we are sleeping probably. So
And that's a
and
lot of the time as well.
yeah. All right then. I guess we can end it there. All right.
All right, man. Take care,
Okay.
everyone, and have a nice day.
Bye.
Ciao.